being aligned with the energy. That's what I was thinking about. Because I was thinking it's almost synonymous with the traditional standard of morality, because it's in sync, it's all together, and that just makes sense to me. Not sure why, but you know, I think that it's just funny and weird that aligning, because energy in a realistic sense of like the world, it doesn't really carry a lot of weight. It's like an atom, and as a human being, you know, it's the minute thing that isn't really feasible in a regular day to day. Is just because it is or it exists or somebody tells you it exists, regardless of any of that. Like, I'm not sure if that information would be relevant if you didn't need to attempt to, you know, discover things about that type of topic. But you know, a regular every day to day, like an atom, no matter what you know what I mean, no matter the composition, like you could just take it out of your life, not know it, and you would still go. You know what I mean? You would still go. And that's it's weird. That's weird. Because typically, you know, you kind of connect yourself with it, especially with like devices and electronics and stuff like that. So you connect yourself with it because you know that you're not just staring at something displaying pictures or playing audio. It's almost like you didn't have to figure it out. Like, and it works and you have it. But you didn't have to figure it out. So that's why it's important. And I think that that's a crazy concept. But, you know, I don't know. But it goes back to the flow. I mean, I made that analogy because if you take out you knowing what an atom is, or you knowing anything outside that, you know what I mean, that has to do with the way that things are made, your life will go the same. And you know what I mean, like, you don't have, that's the one less thing to worry about. Is kind of like that debate of what kind of consciousness does an ant have. Like, you know, what spaces do things that don't do what we do, but they do what we do, but on a, you know, a lower level, because every society has it's a type of organization, but not saying like an organization, but has its own organization. So ants got the queen, you know what I mean? For some reason, that's just how that works, and it's just like super random. You know what I mean? And it's so normal because you taught it. You know what I mean? Once somebody tells you something, then that's the standard. So I think, you know what I mean, even thinking about energy, it's like thinking about things that aren't relevant to the the fact that things function. You know, instead of thinking about what screw keeps, what specific model screw, because we all know we go to a mechanic, and you know what I mean, if we done auto work, you already know you can't use everything for anything. Like, you know what I mean, everything has, the models all break down and everything starts to transition, everything is different, and you had to learn what it was in the first place, and it's just crazy because you don't have to put the parts together. You don't have to put the parts together. Just like the electron, like, you don't have to know why it works. You do your part because it does. And that's crazy. So the flow is like the alleviance of all that, like, but it's also just as it's just as imaginary. It's imaginary. Not that it doesn't exist. It's just that it's something you can only imagine.